These ones are, when I turned 60, my students put up an exhibition they titled What TA Taught Me. So these are some of the posters they used. This is from Dayo Oluokun. Dayo Oluokun was an undergraduate student at the Obafemi Awolowo University. She did speech synthesis, Yoruba speech synthesis, for an undergraduate project, and then went on to actually do the speech synthesizer in yorubanames.com, with which Yoruba names are converted. Another exhibit, another poster, this time from David Adefe Ogunshade, School of Computing, University of Leeds, UK. He did his project on P-Solar, which is a way of changing the tones of Yoruba speech, something that's not that important in English, but is very, very important in Yoruba. Another one, Tolu Ashubiaro, a strategy for word language. When you look at, when you take a typical Yoruba text, you find that there are some non-Yoruba words in it, like usually English. So what we did here was to find a way for the computer to automatically detect and differentiate that these words are not Yoruba words, they're English words, so that they do not confuse the language model. Well, typical day in my office. That's my office. My Arai helmet, because I used to be a biker, a proud biker for that matter. This is the plaque I got from Change a Life Foundation, which was delivered by the great Governor Raji Fashola of Lagos State, who later on provided the only source of funding for our project that came from Nigeria, the Lagos State Council for Research Development. And that's my Rai helmet, good old protector of my skull. Another exhibit and what he taught me is from Adiola Pashade, then now an associate professor. What she did was to use the way people write to detect their first language. So when her computer software, computer model takes what you have written, she can tell what is your first language based on the way you write your English. And this was used to discriminate between writers of English that they claim 419 writers from Nigeria. Another project, you see the Ayu board there, because I always use this game, Ayu. The Igbos call it Ncho. I think the Nupe call it Kalokalo. It's called Awari, it's called Nankala, in some other African traditions, but it's a beautiful, magnificent game to teach computer programming. I wonder why every department of computer science in Nigeria doesn't use it. It is a fantastic way of teaching, even to teach artificial intelligence. Another text to speech synthesis of Yoruba language. This was an undergraduate project by Family Idowu. Another success in our work. Now, I talked earlier on about my few Agbada. This is the Agbada I inherited from my grandfather, my paternal grandfather. Brilliant material, brilliant fabric. And I'm the third generation owning this now, and it still looks pristine. That's hundreds of years of fabric, of clothes manufacturing in Nigeria. In fact, in the 1400s, the Portuguese used to come and buy this fabric from Yoruba land. They called it Jubu cloth because they bought it from the Ijebu. The Ijebu went inland to buy it from the Iseyin. And that's why today you still find a major Ijebu settlement in Iseyin. Because the Portuguese bought it from the Jebu, they sold it to their people in Europe as Jubu cloth. It is most unfortunate today that the choice clothing for Nigerians is Ankara, what they call the Dutch wax. So we now buy from the Dutch what the Portuguese bought from us many years ago. Now we have here a number of TV shows. Many radio stations, television stations invite me as commentator. So I just put here a few of the examples. This was when Governor Raji Fashola presented me the award, Silent Achiever Award, in 2012. Okay. Well, this, I told you I don't wear agbada. This is the agbada I inherited from my maternal grandfather. Highly, highly prized holding, because this is one of the finest of Yoruba fabric. It's called etu, and have a complete agbada, the inner wear and the trousers. Now, because I don't wear agbada, I also don't wear caps. But each time a member of my family gets married, naming ceremony, in all these occasions that Yoruba people do ashoebi, well, they give me my own, and I make my cap, and I keep it at home in a display like this, and I tag this display Akibinuri. Akibinuri is a typical Yoruba aboro, which is you say a part of the statement and the listener is supposed to make up the end. And the complete statement is Akibinuri Kafifila de Ibadi. You don't, because you have a problem with your head, wear your cap on your waist. So even though I don't put my cap on my head, I don't put it on my waist, I put it on a display like this. That's Akibinuri for it. Now this seat I got from the Africa Regional Center for Information Science, ARCIS, Africa Regional Center for Information Science, the University of Ibadan, when I turned 60. I think this kind of seats are supposed to be used by old men. So I've been seen as an old man since I was 60.